Alright, I've got what should be all the tools I need rounded up to do this. Let me get in the chair here. I've got the Holly carburetor off the chuck truck or off my flatbed. I'd say my big dually, but it's not my big dually. Got me a cold drink. I've been having some issues with it. I changed the power valve, done a video on that. And I said in that video because I found a bunch of rust inside this bowl here, a bunch of little fine particles. And it's like, alright, well, it's going to have to come apart. I've got Mike's ultrasonic cleaner. I've got a full rebuild kit for it. So we're going to crack this sucker apart. I'm going to throw it in the ultrasonic cleaner and pretty much give it a bath in a hot tub for a while. I was originally thinking about doing this in a short format video just to see how fast I could get it apart. But yeah. Damn, somebody hold that son of a bitch on there. Possibly said, guys, I'm dyslexic, so don't do what I do. There we go. Sorry, I don't always know which way is right and left of that pole. You notice I've got a tattoo on my left hand and my left arm. And that's just so I can, tell myself which way's right and which way's left. Boy, howdy. When we put those on there, we didn't want them to leak. Alright, get some air and stuff, and I'll have to clean out this fuel line here. Woo! And we got gas running all over the place. I'll try to get that angled up here towards the camera so y'all can see it. Y'all can't really see it, but there's rust in there. Hi.
Hi, I got a question.
Alrighty, sorry about that, guys. I had somebody walk in. However, while I was sitting there bullshitting with them, I removed the needle and seats. Got them. Well, I didn't mess with the adjustment on them, take them loose. There's a way to do that. I couldn't get it on camera. A little bit of rust's in the fuel line there. Go ahead and pop these holes, please. Boy, how did that gasket sealed on there real good? Alright, guys, I definitely can get this on camera. That needle up right there. Hold that float valve up right there. Yeah. Y'all can see all that little fine particles of rust. That's what my issue has been. And just dirty old carburetor stuff. Probably ought to. I've been running microguard filters, or fuel filters. I'll have to replace that gasket. Over tightened it. Yeah, I over tightened it with a small little screwdriver thing, nut driver. Yeah, here in a minute I'll go ahead and I'll pull the jets and everything out of here. Basically, guys, every bit of this is going to come apart, and it's going to go in an ultrasonic cleaner. I might actually put an actual vacuum cap on here instead of, you know, a piece of hose and a bolt. Body bolt. We were in a hurry trying to do everything on that as cheap as we could. Here, I'll show you that right there real quick. But yeah, guys, I mean it needs a good cleaning. I don't know if I'm gonna exactly film everything. Not on this. I don't know how long it's been since the last time I actually had one of these Holly carb potatoes apart. Ho ho! That's a fucking roly-poly. Oh, I just found a roly-poly inside of it. And again, guys, a bunch more rust. Boy howdy, I'm gonna have to hunt around and see if I've got a tool I didn't even think about here in a minute. But I'll show you another, and this is one of the things you're going to have running the ethanol fuel. Y'all see that little white corrosion right there? That's ethanol. Not too good for the carburetors. Let's see if we can't get the bottom plate out of here. Guys, this really isn't a how-to video, probably more of a what not to do video. But basically, it's how I do it, and guys, I've gotten by doing this shit for a lot of years. That also being said, normally I wouldn't use the ultrasonic cleaner, but I've got Mike's borrowed, the mule Mike's borrowed. If you dig around here, we've had it in videos before and talked about it. And used it at least in a video over his place. Whenever we were overhauling, going through, refreshing, rebuilding, whatever you want to call it. A Ford 302. Clean a lot of low engine parts, nuts, bolts, little parts and pieces. I can't remember if we rebuilt that carburetor or not, but I've got short videos on that. I think I might have a long format video on that somewhere. I filmed stuff for a long format video and never done anything with it. This screw out. Yeah, crazy chucker. Joker don't want to come loose, guys. Come out of there. Yeah, that's no longer your home. The dirt, carbon, can't really tell there's anything much wrong there. Yeah. I have to take all this loose. We're still filming. Yep, this is going to be a long video, guys. Gotta take all this gas apart. Probably going to end up doing this in 2 parts. Probably do a short video dropping it in the ultrasonic cleaner. Probably do a couple short videos messing around with the ultrasonic cleaner. This is like a 750 CFM double pumper, fucking manual second or vacuum secondary, not the mechanical secondary. So it said whenever I bought the damn thing. Anyway, there's a double pumper. That's what I typed in. That's what it said. Me and my buddy Mike has discussed that many a time about it not being a true double pumper unless it's got the manual secondaries on it. That's what it is. Alrighty. Alright guys, I gotta find me a tool so I can figure out how to get these weird little screws out. I've got the stupid little tool to do it somewhere. I'm gonna end up having to go out and dig around in my toolbox and find it, guys. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll probably finish disassembling this. There's a couple more screws. I better pull the squirter out of it. I think for the most part, this big chunk right here, I could probably throw it in there all together after I get that gasket off of it. Man, now. But I mean, other than the fact that, you know, it's used and it's got some trash in it, I mean, everything looks like it's holding up pretty good inside here. I bought this carburetor brand new. Like $400 or $500 or some crap through O'Reilly's. Employee discounts are nice. I happen to be working there at the time. I'll have to pull the floats out. Probably better take the accelerator pump apart. Anyway, guys, I'll be back with you in a couple minutes. I'm going to go find that stupid little tool. Alrighty guys, you're probably hearing a real terrible sound on the camera. That's the ultrasonic cleaner. I went ahead and I finished pulling the carburetor as far apart as it's going to get pulled apart. I'm going to have to do this in a few different phases because not all the parts will fit in that little cleaner. But I've got the big main parts in there. They're going to be getting cleaned. It's going to have to run for a couple of hours, so I'm not going to film that. I'll do another video whenever I get it all done, whenever I start putting it back together, I reckon. Alright guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hope you like it. Enjoy the video.